Well, when I had Emma on episode 5, I think it was, we talked about songs and what they remind us of, and how songs have got this way of, you know, instantly transporting you back to a moment in time. Are there any sort of songs that you've listened to on your travels that you listen to now and instantly you're like, oh my god, I was listening to this on my bike in, you know?
There's quite a few. There's two that really spring to mind. Neither are from when I was cycling, actually.
Okay.
There's one which is Black Eyed Peas. Can't remember what it's called. But shake it, shake it, shake it.
Oh
shake
yeah.
It. I am
yeah.
your neighbor. Lend me some sugar. Yeah. You know that one.
Yeah.
And that was when me and a mate we were in Thailand.
Oh no, I know what that is. That's yeah, shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Yeah.
That's
Great
that's
track.
not Black Eyed
Love
Peas.
it.
I can't
Isn't
remember
it?
who. No, it's,
Oh, so it's Black Eyed Peas.
Hey,
Sorry.
Yeah, I can't remember. Let us know, podcast listeners, who did that song.
Yeah, who did do that song?
All right.
But yeah, that song I remember. Me and my mate, we ended up in. We were on like a year trip together. We were on an island in Thailand, and we spent 2.5 weeks, something like that, on this island, and in the same place, didn't move, just on this little tiny island, and we became very, very good friends with some of the locals. And every night we would go down to the same little beach bar, and they always had this song going. This is 2003, a long time ago, and it was just some of the best days of my life. It was that time when you feel so free, so there's no problems in the world. The world was so good, so good. Life. I remember I described some moments in my life as moments when I had a passion for life. In other words, life just felt so incredible. It almost made you want to cry. It sounds ridiculous, but it just filled you up to bursting point in a way that I don't know if everybody necessarily experiences that in their lives.
I wouldn't have thought so.
You know, and it's just delirium, absolute delirium. And it was just such good times. And when I hear that song, I remember those days dancing into the, you know, early hours of the morning to this. I think it came out around about that time.
Yeah.
And it's being played all the time, just dancing on the sand and down on this beach bar, drunk, having a fantastic time. That's just one thing. And another one I remember, I spent a year going down through Africa at one point, and I got down to Cape Town. I started in Cairo in Egypt, and I got down to Cape Town, and I spent the last couple of weeks in this quite poshish, quite nice hostel down in Cape Town. I had a bar and everything, and because I was there for a couple of weeks, I got to know quite a few people, and became really good friends with them. And it got to my last night before flying home, and I was telling people how much I'd fallen in love with Africa, like really badly fallen in love in a way that I hadn't expected. You know, I was devastated to be leaving. If someone had given me the money, just said, spend another year going back up, without question. You know, someone said, oh, here's a job and a work permit, I would have stayed. I was devastated to be leaving. And my friends that I'd made down there were very conscious of this, and it was about 2:00 in the morning or something in the bar of the hostel. Everybody's slightly drunk as usual, and the guy behind the bar was in charge of all the music, and he came with his little microphone and said, "Okay, we're shutting up shop now, end of night, but just to finish off, this is for Chris."
Wow.
And some of the others had told him to put on a song for me, you know, and which song it was, and they must have heard me talking about it before, so they put on "Wish You Were Here" by Pink Floyd, and he whacked up the volume, and it just broke me, you know what I mean? Listening to that song, knowing that I was flying back and I was leaving these friends that I'd made. And that's the thing when you travel, it's quite bizarre. You can work in a factory, or you can work anywhere, or be in a town, and you can know people for years and years and consider them as, yeah, a friend. You can meet someone on the road, particularly if you're 24/7 with them, and you're sharing this common interest, and can be quite intense sometimes. It can be quite stressful, quite emotional, quite extraordinarily brilliant, whatever. There's a lot of emotion involved. And you can bond with these people in a way you'd never bond with anybody in any other walk of life. And it's extraordinary the friendships that you build with these people. And you never forget them. It could be somebody you only knew for just a few days. You'll never forget them. And yet you can forget somebody you've known for 5 years.
Yeah.